Hey, everybody, welcome to the live stream. It is Low Vision Awareness Month, and we are talking with some vision experts here. I am in the offices of Association of the Blind and Visually Impaired, and we've got two of the team members here in different rooms, and we are chatting on social media, talking about Low Vision Awareness Month. It's a great opportunity to learn about what people are going through and what are some resources that are there for them or a family member if they're beginning to lose their vision. And joining me on the live stream, we've got Tim Tuthill. He is the Executive Director of the Association of the Blind and Visually Impaired. And we've got Josh Thomas. He is the Orientation and Mobility Instructor. Tim and Josh, thanks so much for joining me on the call.
Thanks,
Thank
Chris.
you for having us.
So, Tim, tell me a little bit about what you do and what is the Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired?
The Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired, or more commonly called ABVI, a lot simpler acronym to use, is an organization that has been in Grand Rapids since 1913. It was started by Roberta Griffith, who she was blind herself, and she converted her home into a workshop to help train and educate, as well as equip individuals with blindness or low vision to be very independent in their lives. So we've continued that, and in 2020, we joined Mary Free Bed as an independent subsidiary and have been continuing that tradition that was started over 100 years ago.
In your office is just right down the road from the hospital. We're in Grand Rapids, but you guys serve all West Michigan. Josh, tell me about what is your role and what kind of services does the Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired offer?
Yeah, again, we offer a very wide range of services from certified vision rehab therapy to we have a low vision clinic here, one in Grand Rapids, one in Muskegon, and one in Holland. And then again, I always like to answer these questions regarding my services as I like to break my job category down into two sections. We have that orientation and that mobility piece, right? So the orientation piece is our ability to understand where we are within the environment, what's behind us, what's in front of us, how far away we are from something, as well as, and then we take that mobility piece and now we can combine them both together and effectively navigate to and from certain destinations within the environment.
So you hear in your name, blind and visually impaired. And
Yes.
so what is classified as low vision and how does that differ from blindness, Josh?
Yeah, so low vision refers to a vision loss that can't be corrected by medical or surgical treatments or conventional eyeglasses. So, and some examples would be, central or peripheral field loss, or night blindness, or blurry or hazy vision. And it differs from blindness based on, what you can actually visually perceive. Blindness is, the inability to physically see. Whether you are only able to see certain light perception or no light perception at all, compared to that low vision piece where we do have some functional vision that we can use to our advantage.
So Tim, what are some of the ways that your team works with people who have low vision?
We are very person-centered in the way we approach a person. It's a very vision loss is very personal, and so we listen to what the person is working on, what the person wants to see, what the person wants to do, and then we work collaboratively within the team to make that happen. So we not only establish those goals with the person, but then we figure out, okay, how are we going to work on those goals? So it's fascinating for me to see how our different therapists work collaboratively together. Josh may be addressing one thing and another therapist may be doing something totally different, but they combine their services in order to help that person meet their goal. So maybe it's getting an item from a grocery store. They would need Josh's assistance in navigating the store, but then once they get into the house, then it's a certified vision rehab therapist who then helps them to figure out how they're going to prepare something that they purchased at the store. So.
And then, Josh, there can sometimes be a stigma with someone who has low vision. Maybe they've been full-sighted their whole life and they're slowly starting to lose their vision and might be in denial of it. Like, how do you work with people like that? And why is there a stigma at times?
So I believe there's a stigma at times because we, as humans, we are losing that independence piece, right? With that vision loss in a sense, or we feel like we are losing our independence because a lot of the times we lose our license and we're not able to drive to and from destinations within the community. And that's why calling ABVI or getting in contact with us, we can provide these services to increase that independence, right? We can increase our ability to use public transportation or certain, sidewalks or determine route travel to and from a destination. But I think that main stigma is you feel like you're losing some independence and you have to depend on certain people, right? Or you have to have a support system, which it's not always necessary to have that support system, right? We can, set you up for success here at ABVI with the services that we offer.
That's awesome. Well, it just sounds like you guys are doing such great work. What are some things like the common causes that people have while they're losing their vision and would need to come work with you guys?
Yeah, some of the causes for the low vision or vision loss can range wildly from simple eye diseases like glaucoma, cataracts, or age-related macular degeneration, all the way to traumatic brain injury. We could have traumatic brain injuries and some strokes or something neurological in the brain that's affecting the optic nerve. And again, vision loss really does not discriminate via age. We could be, congenitally visually impaired or, lose our vision later in life. So.
And then, Tim, what are some of the things that are offered in your low vision clinic? I think we're even having it here in the office today. So what is your low vision clinic?
So our low vision clinic is an opportunity for an individual to meet with one of our two optometrists, and then the optometrist will then do an examination and then determine what remaining vision the person has, and then they're referred over to our therapy team. So they could go to Josh, or they most likely would go with one of our other therapists, our CDRT or our OT, and then they work with that therapist to then see what opportunities are there in terms of low vision equipment. So it could be a magnifier. It could be using something like a CCTV, which enlarges print. It could be, learning how, in that is exactly what I'm talking about right there. It could be trying on different tints on on glasses, so that could help. Also, it could be looking at the environment that the person lives in. Like how do we make this this place that you reside in very, very independent for you. So, your microwave, your stove, your clock, your bathroom, all those things. So
Great. And
then we also know that this is not just medical. We know that this is very emotional. So we also have individual as well as peer supported support groups. So there's opportunities to talk through either in a group or as in an individual one-on-one with a therapist, to talk through, this is what I'm going through and this is what I'm trying to process. And I need help to kind of talking about it or finding the words. It's not just, here, try this, here, do this, and good luck. We're right behind you. No, we understand this, and we're with the person in all their different facets, physical, emotional.
Yeah, really being right alongside them every step of the way.
Right.
How can people get registered, Tim, for your low vision clinic?
So you can give us a call, and you can share what's going on, and then we could set up an appointment. You could be referred by your optometrist to our office. So talk with your optometrist about this and say, this, I think it's time for me to look at this. Those are two of the best ways to kind of get in contact and in touch with us.
And then, Josh, what are other ways beyond the low vision clinic that ABVI works within the community?
Yeah, again, so currently Tim, my coworker Uzman, and myself go on community outings. We've been trying to do once a week. We've labeled ourselves as the Blind Spot, and we go to different businesses within the community to talk about accessibility and accommodations that we can also assist that business with, providing such information as Braille menus, certain training for human guide. We work hand in hand with employers, and we really are just trying to spread the word of accessibility to allow all individuals, access to that business, whether they want to purchase a product or, attend a show.
Yeah, and we've had a recent news story about some of your work in the community with the local business, and just them speaking about the success and the impact that it's had to just be more inclusive. So as we
Mhm.
wrap up this interview, Josh and Tim, thank you so much for chatting with us. Tim, what are other ways that people can find information about ABVI? Maybe get involved in one of the clinics, or even become a supporter and support your guys' work.
Sure. So, you can always give us a call or find us on the web, abvimi.org. There's a lot of different opportunities to connect with what we're doing, and I think that's really important. But I think it first just starts with the conversation.
Mhm.
What do you need? How can we help you? Or if it's getting involved, it could be as a volunteer. We do an annual run for sight, and we always are looking for guide runners. We want everything to be accessible. So, that means that someone may want to run or walk in something like a 5K, but they're not going to be able to navigate it on their own. And so, you can see right now in this picture, a guide runner running alongside a blind runner. So those are ways to get involved and connected that are very very personal and very hands-on. So it's not just filing papers to volunteer with us. It's really getting involved in the community.
Yeah, another other great event you guys have is the White Cane Awareness Day, where you guys do a march, walking around downtown Grand Rapids,
Right.
and some good attention and raising awareness for that. So, just some great work that you and the team are doing within our community, and we thank you guys so much for this conversation. So, once again, it is Low Vision Awareness Month, and we've been talking with some of the team over at ABVI, learning about the resources that they have. If you've got any questions, you can just go and search for them online. And we just thank you so much for watching, and stay well.